But here, let's stay in the NBA instead of off the court and all the foul stuff.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some good stuff.
I like that foul. Look, pun intended.
Yes, it was foul. Let's talk about Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
And do we have the Kawhi laugh? Do we have that? We have to have that.
He just did it.
That was pretty good. But do you have it? Like that was the first time I really heard him.
You got to ask me. I don't even know where you are.
Yes. It was one of the all-timers. When I first heard that.
It's unreal.
Dude, you sound like him.
I played it for like 100 times in a row.
Because
I'm not even kidding
you literally realize this man is a 2-time Finals MVP, and I've never heard him talk before.
Right. We didn't hear him talk. And the other one was at when the ceremony when they won the trophy. Like, do we have that one where they and they all did it and they all like fell out.
Yep.
It's like one of the funniest things because he was imitating himself laughing.
Dude, there's a risk. Somebody put together a little video of him, even when he was at San Diego State, and even when like he was a rookie at like Summer League or something. Just 6 or 7 clips of him laughing and saying, "It looks like he's."
I mean that is classic.
Now the only thing that's missing with the audio is his face. That's the key other component. Is he looks like he doesn't want to laugh. That's what makes it funny.
But he's saying like, but he's saying, "I'm a fun guy.
I'm a fun guy."
People to know about you. I'm a fun guy. Obviously, I love the game of basketball. I mean, it's just more question you have to ask me in order for me to tell you about myself. I just can't give you a whole spiel. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
What was that?
It's the greatest thing.
Am I right?
It is easily the top 3 greatest NBA moments. I'm talking about Jordan hitting this shot in '98.
But that
Kyrie Irving's game, and then Kawhi. I mean, you can fill in the blank wherever you want.
I can't even see where you are.
I can't even see where you're sitting
at.
But remember, nothing's moving but barely like one lip. So it's
but I was like the way he's like, "I'm a fun guy."
You know, fun. You
really
sound like a blast.
Fun guy, right?
You sound like so blast, Kawhi.
What? It was 3-0 Dodgers. Can you see the score?
Okay.
It's 5-3 Cubs. It's still the first inning.
Every time I look up, Rob,
it was 3-0.
Dustin May.
He's looking at it like,
you may have to go have a seat.
Wow.
That was actually a nice pitch. He just got on it.
Got on the end, end of the bat and dropped it in. Yeah. All right. Let's get to Kawhi though. And last night was vintage Kawhi. I mean, what a big win. 105-102 by the Clippers. They tied the series up. The series now goes back to L.A. Both games really great. Kawhi last night, ready? 39 minutes, 39 points, 15 for 19 from the field. You can't get better than 15 for 19.
He only missed 1, 2. He's 11 for 12 from 2-pointers. He just missed one.
And he was 4 for 7 from 3.
Yep.
3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and was tremendous. And I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment because coming off a performance like that, you can be. There's not one other player currently playing in the NBA who I would take over Kawhi Leonard in a playoff scenario, circumstance, situation.
Are you saying a series or a game?
I'm just saying a game.
Okay.
I would not take him. I would not take anybody over Kawhi. I'm dead serious.
I'm mad at that.
This guy has a chance, and I know he's been hurt, and everything is always prefaced by if Kawhi stays healthy,
That's the issue.
And I get it, and that's fair because of his history. But what he's been able to accomplish both with the Spurs, then he goes to Toronto where they never won anything.
Yep.
And if he somehow, and I do believe he has a chance, and I'm going to give the Clippers and Steve Ballmer a lot of credit. They came to a crossroads. They opened up a new building. They had to figure out who are we keeping. We're not paying Paul George and Kawhi Leonard a gazillion dollars, okay?
Right.
They got James Harden on a deal, a cheaper deal, but we're not paying both of them. Even though Kawhi was hurt, who'd they pick?
They picked Kawhi.
And they said to...
Tell him Kawhi.
Right. Am I right?
Yeah, tell him Kawhi.
And very nice.
Thank you.
But my point is they made the right choice because this is what they've been waiting on. This is the guy who can do something for your franchise, who can potentially, and if they do it, it will be one of the greatest feats, and I'm talking about for Kawhi Leonard to be on 3 teams, win 3 championships, and win two teams, right, who have never won a championship. He did it in Toronto already, and now you have the Clippers. He has a great coach, right, and Ty Lue, and I love the way that they have. This thing is set up, if he can stay healthy, to make a run and have it. He's not done. Got a couple years. I think he's 33.
2, 3.
Yeah, something like that. He's still going. Are the Cubs still hitting? I don't even know what I'm watching here. But
yeah,
you get my point.
Oh, without a doubt.
I'm taking Kawhi. Who would you take?
I really thought about this. We talked earlier, you know, what we're going to go over the show, and I was trying to find the counter. It's not LeBron anymore. If you'd asked me 2-3 years ago, LeBron easily
definitely not
answer.
LeBron.
It's not LeBron anymore, which is an interesting point that we finally have come to that place for me where it's not LeBron, and I'm okay with that. And he's 33. He's 33. So I'm going to work backwards here, Rob, and I'm going to tell you why it's not some people. It's why it's not Giannis, because Giannis, if it comes down to a few different things, if I need you to make a shot, if I need you to make some free throws, I don't believe you're capable of doing that. And I've been disappointed in some of the performances from how good he is versus what's happening with his team. Like, for instance, if they were to lose this, that would be 3 in a row first-round exits for Milwaukee. So, Giannis, you're up there, but you're not it. Steph Curry is up there very much so, because Steph has shown me over the last 3-4 years where he can do it even without KD, won a championship without him, he can do it. But that other end of the floor is where Kawhi starts to take the cake. So the only other person, Jokic would be there absolutely as well. SGA is kind of still determined. But the answer for me that comes down to really the two I thought about, Rob, is Luka and Kawhi. And I'm going to go still with Luka for one, and by a hair. But the reason why is his ability to go nuclear. The great thing about Kawhi is he is the master of consistency. I'm not giving you 40s and 50s. I'm giving you 27 to 32 every single night. That's just what I'm going to get. It's going to be efficient, a mid-ranging you, knocking down some free throws. That's what he's going to give you. If I needed a game 6 and 7, Luka can go nuclear. I'm going to put 50, 60 on your head, and none of us will be surprised. And so by a hair, I'm going to go Luka. But if you say Kawhi, as you did, I 1,000% get it. He is spectacular, and I feel as though we have been robbed as basketball fans of what could have been if we had just an 80% healthy, meaning obviously people get nicked up, you miss games, you have seasons where you weren't the healthiest. But he's been out so much. They did the numbers. On average, the last 4 years, he's only averaging around, I think it's 45 games a season. And that's just so difficult. You can't, what am I supposed to do with that? But when he's healthy, when he's right, Kawhi Leonard is spectacular. And somebody threw this at me last night. If he were healthy, let's say for the majority of his career and gave us a 12-year career, 13, 14-year career, would we have been talking about him a la Kobe Bryant? And I went, and I had to sit with that for a minute. And I may have to still sit with that. But I was like, that's an interesting, because where would he be if he had a mostly, because again, no one's perfectly healthy, a mostly healthy career?
Oh, no, I think we'd be talking about him as an all-time great. I'm dead serious.
I'm with that. Both sides of the ball.
Because, right, and that's why I can't get with Luka. I
totally
hear your
get
point, because Luka can score 50
that.
but give up 45 on the other side.
That's why I'm not mad at you.
And that's the issue I have.
It's just that layer
Kawhi,
of nuclear
Kawhi
for me.
can still play. I'm not saying he's like a stopper, but he can play some defense.
Oh, no, he
you know
stopping ish. He right there.
But you know what I'm saying.
I'm
right,
with you.
Right.
That's why I'm not. Listen, I said if you say Kawhi, I don't really think there's. To me, the only real answers, and SGA still, I think we all agree is TBD. You know what I mean? Like, we'll see this run, and then we can come back.
And Kawhi went, because here's where Kawhi went different from everybody. He showed up with the Spurs. They already had like a winning culture.
Yep.
They had Tim Duncan to lean on, other people.
Parker, Ginobili.
For him to go to Toronto and get that done the way he did, and he was a big part of it. He wasn't.
Oh, without a doubt.
Without him, because remember, they had good teams, and they couldn't
always
get anywhere.
were good, just not great. He made them great.
He made them great. And when he signed with the Clippers and snubbed the Lakers, I thought, this guy is about to write something for himself, put him on a different plateau from other players, because he had a chance to do 3 different franchises and then 2 that had never won anything. And had they been healthy, I do believe that they would have. The Clippers would have won a
shot a
championship
couple years back.
They
couple
did.
Years back, yeah.
They really did. So
that's just been their plight, is that they always have a chance.
But if you're Steve Ballmer now and you're looking at what you saw last night, you're like, this is the guy. This is why we did it. This is why we gave him another contract. He's from the L.A. area. This is a homecoming. He picked the Clippers over the Lakers. Remember, the Lakers had enough money once they got Anthony Davis to have Anthony Davis, Kawhi, and LeBron.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me that he could have been like, dude, that's easy street. With those 3 pieces, we're winning multiple championships, and he still decided not to go there.
I think he wanted to be his own man. I think he and his family and his whole team want to do it their way.
You see the OKC score?
OKC
what
is just
going
telling
on?
Everybody. It's 42-25. They're just telling everybody. I don't know why y'all thought we weren't about that life. I don't know why y'all thought that. But, yeah, I just think that I'm not mad absolutely at Kawhi. Come on. He's been spectacular and has been for his whole career as long as he's healthy. My only one thing is I think the little bit of extra nuclear I get with Luka, for me, puts it there. Just the ability to kind of put up 50, 60 and do it on his own. But Kawhi is incredible, man. And every time I see him, I get sad, Rob. Like, dang, what could have been? You know what I mean? That's what I feel like when I see him.